Good evening. Welcome to another exciting adventure at Bobe's Hobby House. Tonight we're going to do a program on origami, the art of Japanese paper folding, and I have as guests Atsui Miki and Keiko Kato. That was easy. These people obviously are going to be very fluent in Japanese paper folding, and they do origami very well. Miki is from the Japan Culture Society here in Pensacola, and the Japan Culture Society is going to begin doing a paper fold and origami class, and that's on Friday?
Yes, this coming Friday.
This coming Friday. Miki, what do we have to do if people want to learn more about the paper folding, how do they go to this class?
You mean this time we are teaching a pre-beginners class.
Okay.
This is a very basic thing.
And this is going to be down at the Pensacola Museum of Art. And
you can just come to museum before 2 o'clock.
Before 2 o'clock on Friday?
Sign up, right.
Okay. And is there a fee for the class?
Yes. Member of Japan Cultural Society and Museum of Pensacola will be $8 for 3 days class, and $10 for non-members.
Okay. And Keiko, you've been teaching some origami classes in the Pat Center here in Pensacola.
Yes.
And this is something that children in Japan grow up with. This is something you do in Japan.
Yeah. Long time ago, the children didn't have a toy, so they made up their own toy with paper. This stuff, origami.
Mickey wrote a little history sheet for me, and I've been really delighted in that. I was really surprised, as so many of the things in Japanese culture, to find how long this has been going on. And I was shocked because you have the paper being made over 1,800 years ago in China, and then it came to Japan.
Yes, but before 500 years ago, before that, China already discovered how to make papers.
Okay.
So
did the origami begin in China also, or is that more of a Japanese?
That's where start. Paper, well, origami is not probably, but it started in Japan this way anyway.
Folding the papers.
Yes, but paper was made at China.
And we were talking about the crane, which is one that we see. Let's hold the crane up. This is kind of a symbol of origami, I would think. There's so many things that are done that show the crane, and that particular paper piece is what did you say, 700 or 800 years old?
Right. This is a very traditional kind. It's about 200 different kind of traditional paper folding. And this is one of.
Okay.
And I think we have that Yako-san. This is a kind of traditional too.
And this is, what is this?
Oh, this is supposed to be samurai.
Okay. Samurai. Let's show it to this camera over here. Samurai. Okay, here we go. Yeah. And it's got the serious face.
This is supposed to be pants and a kimono.
Sure. So these are, would the girls then, do girls play with the dolls that they make in this manner?
Yes.
And this is, I'm sure they must make dolls that are girls also.
Right.
Okay. We have a little folder that you had on the Ohashi a few weeks ago that had a little, that was a little doll, a little toothpick holder. After
this origami class, we're going to have another class doing with paper doll.
Aha. Okay. And this is really kind of intriguing when you look at the close-ups on the things that we have on the table. There's so many of these that are animal forms, recognizing the lobster and the shrimp, and we have penguins. And flowers and frogs and dragonflies and boats. You were telling me about the boats earlier, just before the program, about folding these paper boats and how you can actually put those in the water for a short time and watch them go downstream. So that's kind of an international thing. The kids like to play in the water, and it's from wherever they come from. So that's a lot of fun. We brought some paper with us tonight to show. Would you like to fold? We have some basic things to do.
Sure.
Great.
Well,
Christmas trees too.
well, I'm starting the boat first.
Okay. One of the things on the origami paper, this is always square.
Yes.
And I have noticed in trying to do a few pieces myself that if it isn't quite square, then you have some problems later.
Oh.
Incidentally, at Bobe's Hobby House, we sell some origami paper. I have some like this. And we also have a very basic book that talks about some beginning things. So these are some pieces that we do down at Bobe's Hobby House. Not that we're fluent paper folders yet, but it's something we're learning how. Each of these, and we were talking again earlier before the program about this would probably be a neat project because it isn't essential that this be folded from official origami paper. That could be done from magazine material. We have some of the pieces here tonight. I know we're done with wrapping paper. So there really is a lot of variety for those people who are working with Cub Scout groups or church groups, Bible schools. This is probably a really interesting thing to do that wouldn't be real complicated. So those of you who are Cub Scout leaders or Bible school leaders might want to come down and take this class just for the sake of passing this international culture along to your children.
Also, this is very good for young children because this requires for imagination.
Yes.
And also hand skill.
That's the hand-eye coordination.
Right.
And I remember when I went into the military, there was a test where you're supposed to mentally fold these things up and describe which one of those ABC choices. Space relations is what you're supposed to learn from that. So this could build those space relation skills that might help you if you're going into that sort of thing. It's an artistic endeavor.
I think so.
Great. Let's see how we do this. We can do a close-up on this work in the beginning. We've got a way to come up and take a look at that.
Now.
Do we need more space there?
This is fine.
Okay.
Okay, everybody ready? Now, we'd like to use the white side. Okay? Now, fold half.
Those of you at home can follow right along. If you happen to have a square piece of paper, you might want to try this as we do it.
And then fold this half.
Using the two-color paper also makes a little more contrasty, showing the difference from each side.
And then fold each corner to make triangle.
We should have a little music to go along with this. Is there special music for origami?
I should bring Japanese music.
Yeah, that would be neat.
And then fold half again. Do exactly same 4 times.
You're making very precise creases on that.
Yes,
and I know that's critical.
That center should be overlapped, so.
Okay. Mickey, you were telling me a few days ago that once you learn the basic folds, then you can use that kind of folding design to make other designs.
That's right. Like this traditional kind. If you master those, then you come to like this. This is a really artistic kind.
Okay.
I think.
Mickey is a serious artist. She does a lot of things with hers. So it's interesting to know that origami is probably an ongoing thing. Does this change? Even though there are a lot of traditional things, there are probably new things coming around. Does that frog really hop?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone said maybe more than 1 feet.
How's the boat coming?
Okay, and we got the diamond.
Okay.
And then fold to the center line. Fold opposite. And now, be careful. Hold this side like this and inside out. Oops.
Tricky move here.
Yeah,
This one
be
is
careful.
going to be kind of interesting. Okay, while you're doing that, we'll go ahead and pick up the telephone. Hi, you're on Bobe's Hobby House.
Hi, I have a 7-year-old, and we just turned on your program.
Aha.
And for the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've been trying to find somebody in town that gives origami lessons.
Oh, you're in luck. What good timing.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What?
That's very good timing. You're in luck tonight.
Oh, great. How do we sign up? Who do I contact?
Okay, you need to contact the Pensacola Museum of Art.
Okay.
And the classes begin on Friday, so you need to contact them before 2 o'clock on Friday.
All right. Now, does she have a class especially for children?
Is there
Yes.
an age limit on this?
Well, no, this is for children and an adult. And you can just come to museum before 2 o'clock, and you can just sign there.
Great. I'm glad that that we can have adults come to this too. So.
Are you
I'll
coming?
learn how. Yes, I'd like to come. I
Good.
need to learn some. There's still some things I can learn. Okay, thank you for calling.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Now I finished the boat.
Okay, and this is one of the boats that's suitable for launching in the water and watching it go downstream.
No straight.
I don't know, do you write messages on things you throw in the water in Japan? We always talk about in the States about putting messages in a bottle. I wondered if you could write messages on boats and send it down the stream to sea.
It's kind of Tanabata stuff. So we usually write down the wishes.
Ah, Tanabata.
Yeah.
Okay. The little tree behind us, speaking of Tanabata, this is a Star Festival tree, and Mickey gave me a sheet on this too, so we'll be okay. She tells me it's kind of like a Christmas tree, but it's decorated. It's a bamboo piece that's decorated using a lot of paper type things. So.
And like Keiko said,
Yeah,
this is
a
where
wish.
you write your wish or hope
Okay.
or someone's name.
Okay, is this like, oh, you write someone's name on that? Why do you write someone's name on that?
Well, maybe your sweetheart's name.
Aha, the romantic approach. All right.
Because this is a romantic story based on.
Okay, let me read the story because I don't have it down by heart. It said the Star Festival originally initiated in ancient China, was imported to Japan about 1,300 years ago. They've been doing it a long time. Let's take the break and we'll get back to you and tell you more about this story in just a moment.
Today, it seems like everyone in Florida's in a hurry to get somewhere. Which is just what you'd expect from such a fast-paced state. Well, just remember, wherever you're going in Florida, one bank is already there. First Florida Bank. Florida is our middle name.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it.
Hi there, I'm Paula Rogers, real estate agent with RE/MAX Horizons. I want to be your #1 real estate specialist. Call me at 476-6000. I've got good news.
If you're in the real estate market to buy or sell, shouldn't you be sold on Paula? Finally, there's a townhome community that combines location, style, and affordability. It's Macmillan Manor, centrally but quietly secluded in East Hill. A former school has been transformed into unique, fashionable, affordable townhomes. 1-, 2-, and 3-bedroom homes come in a variety of floor plans, including vaulted ceilings and roomy lofts. Macmillan Manor features the classic style of the 30s, updated for quality and good sense efficiency. Prices range from the low 30s to the mid 40s. Contact C&J Enterprises for more information.
Set your imagination free with a hobby from Bobe's Hobby House. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, just think of the excitement in working with the real thing. Get your hands on a creative hobby from Bobe's Hobby House. Bobe's Hobby House, 5719 North W Street, Pensacola.
Okay, we're back, and I was just telling about the Tanabata story, the festival, a star festival that came originally from China, and this was about 1,300 years ago. There was once Ushikai, and that's a cowboy, which I didn't know about Ushikai, cowboys in China, and Orihime, fabric weaver in the galaxy. This is a big story. They were in love at the time and neglected their everyday chores. As a result, they were separated by each side of the Milky Way by God, and once every year they have permission to meet each other. The Milky Way becomes more visual. It became a bridge for the separated lovers, again the romantic approach. On July 7th, which is coming up really quick, Ushikai and Orihime cross the Milky Way and are united. So the celebration, this is a summertime celebration,
yes,
and you do the tree, and you put your wishes on here, or you put the names of someone you hope to get together with. Could you write on there,
yes,
you know,
anything,
like,
most anything.
Mom, I'd like a stereo or something
Right.
like that sort
You
of thing?
can do that
Does
too.
it work out well in Japan, too?
I guess so.
Okay, we've got some calls here. Hi, you're on Bobe's Hobby House.
Hi, I was wondering if you could demonstrate how to make the Japanese doll.
The Japanese which?
The little man with the...
Ah, the little man, the samurai. Is that a difficult piece to do?
Well,
if you come
You need
to
some more
a
paper?
museum,
Okay,
then
you know,
we can do that.
how about if we get you to come to the museum and we'll demonstrate that at the museum?
Okay.
We are teaching that next Friday.
That's one of the pieces
Yes,
that's coming Friday. So if you will come to that, we can. That looks to me to be a little more complicated
Yes, I
than the
think
boat
so.
was. So some of these pieces are kind of difficult. Okay, thanks for calling. Hi, you're on Bobe's Hobby House.
Hi, my name is Chris, and I have students that went to my school that I believe are the same culture as them, and they've shown me, how to fold paper, and I've enjoyed doing it, and I'm, pretty much interested in learning more because I know how to do quite a folding so far.
Yeah, it's surprising to me how many things there are, and like Mickey told me earlier, they're still making things up as they go. So, and I bet the children do a lot of this invention stuff.
I want to know if you'd like to demonstrate that little flower, and is there two frogs, because I know another frog that is different from the one that's on display.
Okay, yeah, we've got two different frogs here. Yeah, is that a hard piece to make?
flower?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Okay,
one.
yeah, probably. Is this one you're going to teach
Yes, I think so.
on Friday? Yeah, if I could, let you come down to the paper folding class at the museum, and this will probably work out very well on
This
that.
is the 3 days class.
Okay,
and
what are the 3 days? Does this go
Well,
Friday,
every-
Saturday, Sunday?
No,
or-
no. This every Friday.
Every Friday.
This week, next
3
week, and the
weeks.
other week,
Okay.
and 2 hours.
Okay, and it'll be a 2-hour class each of those 3
So,
times.
I think 5 or 6 different kind of origami we are teaching for one class.
Okay.
Their fee?
Pardon?
Their fee.
I didn't understand. Oh, yes, there's a fee of $8
For member and $10 for
and
non-members.
$10 for non-members.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling. This is pretty neat stuff, and you always have to weave the romantic. Oh, incidentally, at the break, I discovered that the life expectancy of these boats going down the gutters of 12th Avenue is about 20 minutes. Or if they come to a culvert or drain something first, I guess they disappear when they hit that. So there's some real experience in the neighborhood here.
But see, we used to use rice paper, Japanese paper, so it may be a little bit stronger than this American-made
so.
paper.
You know, I have a feeling if you made it for a boat that's going out to sea, you could make it out of wax paper, too.
That's right.
That should hold up even
right.
better. Well, these are really neat pieces. We're having a good time with that. Are there other stories that go with other pieces? Every time I turn around with this, you find another story for me, and I have a feeling that you have the Christmas tree. This isn't native to Japan, is it?
No, this, like I said, this is a creative kind of paper, not traditional.
Okay, and then
kind.
you have some smaller pieces that are done on the tree for decorations.
You mean the
Well, these little pieces, you know,
Oh,
like a
this
little
one?
shoe and a little man.
socks, and this is Santa Claus?
A Santa Claus.
I see.
And you've got a whole box full back here that you're holding out on us.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we've got a lot of things that can be made. Is there another piece that we could do? We've got a few minutes left here.
Sure. Now
The
I'll show you
traditional
the
crane. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes, so we need to go ahead and, could we fold one of those in 5 minutes?
Sure, of course.
Hi, hajime masho. An airplane, an official. Now, this is something that American boys learn. This is what I learned a lot about in school when I was in school. I don't know if I have any of my school teachers watching this. I worry about that sometimes. This is what I was doing when I should have been doing some other things. Airplanes are fun. I was glad to see that we did that. This is, again, a different design from any that I made. Okay, we've got a... Hi, you're on Bobe's Hobby House.
Does an individual have to furnish his own material for the course?
Yes, you could, but also we have some paper you can buy with a small fee.
Okay, so you can bring your own paper, or you can buy paper.
Yes, she can bring a wrapping paper or even newspaper. Will be fine.
Magazine pages, some of these slick magazine pages.
Comic page.
Yeah,
that's
comic
pretty.
pages, that would work out nicely.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the handy parts of the origami is that it doesn't necessarily cost a great deal on that. That's something that you can work with. Hi, you're on Bobe's Hobby House.
Can I ask that little question?
Sure.
Would you demonstrate Little Frog?
The little frog, you want to see him jump?
Everyone.
Okay. Oh, you want to make one?
Huh?
Okay, we're running out of time to make one. We're going to be pretty close here. But I know Mickey would make it hop for you again. Would you like to see him hop? Okay. This is kind of a neat... can you see that okay on the camera if we make the frog hop? So just a little tap. So it's got a little bit of spring to him so we can follow. Just a little reflex there. Okay. So you can have the great frog race and Mark Twain specials there in origami. The crane is something that I've seen used for decorations on just a lot of things.
You can decorate Christmas tree.
Yeah, Christmas tree
if
ornaments. That's
you
a
use
peace symbol too,
silver
isn't it?
or yes.
Yeah.
And good luck.
Good luck. Always need some of that.
And when someone become serious ill, and their friend or their family fold 1,000 crane, and when it's completed, we believe that person will get well. 1,000.
We have a chiropractor following us here. I don't know if he's going to believe in that or not. When you do the 1,000 cranes, don't I remember seeing those kind of linked together on a string?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you can make kind of a chain that goes on a Christmas tree also. Okay, the crane is progressing nicely here, and we're coming along pretty well. While we're coming to the end of this, I'd like to talk about for just a moment some things that we have coming down the road. We have a special class, and I'm supposed to hold this up. This is a tamari ball, and it's got a little hanger on it. Okay, you can't, yeah, here we go. This is the tamari ball. This is, it's not as hard as it looks. I said be prepared to spend a little time making them. There are many patterns, many colors, and this class will be taught by Lois Withy on Friday, July 22nd from 9 till noon. And on the 29th. There's 2 sessions. It takes 2 sessions to do it. And the class will be $15, and that includes most of the materials for that. This looks like it'll make great Christmas decorations. I have a copy of the, we're doing a Christmas in July program, so if you want to get the class schedule and what's going on out at Bobe's Hobby House, stop by. We've got these on the countertop, and you can keep track of us on that part. The next Blab show that we'll be doing is in 2 weeks, the same time, same station, same every place. And we'll be doing the tie-dye and batik. I hope we didn't disappoint people who thought we were going to be doing that tonight, but I had such an opportunity with these ladies willing to come down and help us with the origami show, and it was such good timing for the museum, Pensacola Museum of Art, to line up with theirs that I didn't want to miss the opportunity. So tie-dye and batik will be in 2 weeks. Michael's going to bring down his 8-foot-tall tie-dyed T-shirt, but he's too short to wear it. And we'll talk about tie-dyeing and batik, and we'll probably sit down here, and I don't know if we're going to splash that around on the floor and do a little tie-dyeing in here. The cranes look neat. That's really a nice piece of work. And really intrigued by the variety in the origami, and I'm sure from what I've seen in some of the books, Mickey, you had a whole pile of books.
Yes.
that talk about, are those all origami books?
Yes, it is.
So there must be bunches and bunches of things. Look for us again in 2 weeks, and we'll come back. In the meantime, if you have questions about hobbies or arts or crafts, please give us a call at Bobe's Hobby House. We're there from 9 till 6, Monday through Saturday. Thanks for coming by tonight.
Jack Bartlett's college fund for his daughter.
Their ultimate manufacturing cost.